Hello and welcome to live Barclays Women's Super League coverage of Brighton versus Arsenal from the Broadfield Stadium. The Gunners suffered a surprise thumping by Aston Villa on Wednesday evening, a result that ultimately led Chelsea to their 6th consecutive WSL title. Can Renée Slegers get her side back to winning form and maintain their 100% record against Brighton? The season isn't over just yet, but Brighton have this afternoon already announced that 5 players will be leaving at the end of their contracts. 2 of those players start today, Maria Thoris-Dottir and captain Guro Bergsvand. The others are Poppy Pattinson, Pauline Bremer, who aren't in the squad, and Stefanovic, who is on the bench. Over 200 appearances for the club between those 5, all of whom won't be Brighton players come next season. The travelling Arsenal players have a Champions League final to look forward to later this month. But finishing the league season strong could be really important for them to build momentum ahead of that massive final on the 24th of May. Today also a chance to secure 2nd place in the Women's Super League table. Today the only WSL fixture, but on Sunday Liverpool lost 2-0 at Anfield to Everton. Manchester United secured their place in next season's Champions League after coming from behind to draw with Manchester City in a thriller at Old Trafford. It was 2-2 between Crystal Palace and Leicester. Chelsea got a guard of honour at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and ran out 1-0 winners there. And Aston Villa beat West Ham by 3-2. Top and bottom of the table is already squared away, with Chelsea champions and Crystal Palace relegated. Manchester City miss out on European football next season, with Arsenal and Manchester United taking those Champions League spots. But a win today for Arsenal would secure 2nd place for them ahead of their final game of the season on Saturday against 3rd placed Manchester United. Final game for a couple of these Brighton players, including Guro Bergsvand, who has started the last 42 WSL games for Brighton. She won't be playing for them next season. How will they replace her? Another player leaving at the end of this season, Maria Thoris-Dottir, back in the squad and in the starting 11 today after missing the last 2 WSL games for the Seagulls. Beth Mead starting today ahead of Chloe Kelly. She's directly been involved in more goals against Brighton than any other team during her WSL career. 8 goals and 5 assists versus the Seagulls. Arsenal's top goal scorer, Alessia Russo, 20 goals in all competitions, including quite a few in the Champions League. That one against Lyon in the semi-final. Key player for them, Alessia Russo, and for England as well. Euros this summer, of course. Emily Fox back in the starting 11 for Arsenal. She was rested versus Aston Villa. That's the only game she's not played in for Arsenal this season in the league. Recently made her 50th appearance for the Gunners. Only joined last January, so has wrapped up the appearances relatively quickly. Beautiful day here at the Broadfield Stadium ahead of this Brighton's final home fixture in the WSL. Not too far for the Arsenal fans to travel. Both these sides in action, of course, on Saturday in the final match of the WSL season this year. two sides have already met twice this season, once in the league of course, but they also met in the League Cup. Arsenal won both of those games, 5-0 in the WSL and 4-0 in the League Cup. Can Brighton improve on those losses? So here we go then, the penultimate game of the Women's Super League season. Brighton and Arsenal playing catch up with the rest of the league who all played yesterday. For Arsenal, a win guarantees second place in the WSL ahead of their final game on Saturday against third place Manchester United. That would mean fewer rounds in the qualifying stages for the Champions League next season. Although those qualifying stages wouldn't be necessary if Arsenal managed to beat Barcelona in the Champions League final come May the 24th. Brighton are on course for their best ever finish in the Women's Super League, sitting in 5th place at the moment with Liverpool and West Ham just behind them. And the Seagulls will be keen to finish the season strongly and maintain their best of the rest tag in the WSL. Team news then for Brighton. Dario Vidosic makes a single change. Michelle Adjiman, who scored in her last 2 Brighton games, is ineligible against her parent club Arsenal. She's replaced by Maria Thorisdottir. There's also a change, a last-minute change in fact, for the goal for Brighton. Sophie Bagley coming in for Luak, who appeared to have got injured in the warm-up. After rotating heavily against Villa last time out, Renée Slegers makes 6 changes, again reverting to her preferred starting 11 for today. Key players Leah Williamson, leading goalscorer Alessia Russo, and captain Kim Little returned to the 11. First choice goalkeeper Daphne van Domselaar remains absent from the squad, struggling with an ankle injury, so it's Zinsberger again in goal. Last minute change in goal then for Brighton. Sophie Bagley coming back in to the starting 11. She has plenty of games under her belt this season. Was the starting goalkeeper for the Seagulls at the start of the season. Lost her place to German shot stopper Luak, but today Bagley's back in. Nikita Paris leading the team talk alongside Frank Kirby, 2 players that have played a lot for England. Speaking of English talent, there's the Lionesses captain Leah Williamson and Beth Mead. Because of course the Euros this summer, England looking to defend their European title in Switzerland. Many of these players will be in action for England and for other nations. Big afternoon for Bagley then. Underway, both sets of players take the knee. The message is still clear. No room for racism in football. And Nikita Paris gets Brighton underway. Arsenal then looking to bounce back after that very poor showing against Aston Villa last time out. And the Seagulls aiming for back-to-back wins in the league. Captain Kim Little dispossessed of the ball in the early stages, and Brighton looked to go in straight away. Kiko Seke round the goalkeeper, Angles tight and black shirts are flooded back. She lays it back, and the from range tipped over the bar by Manuela Zinsberger. Within 30 seconds, the home side very nearly in front. All started when Kim Little lost the ball. Very slick play. Look at that little dinked ball forward. Zinsberger came out. Seke did well to go round her. And then Jelena Cankovic with the effort. And Brighton have a corner. Goes short to Kirby. That's not a great move, but it does work out in the end. And the shot, a comfortable one for Zinsberger, but an Arsenal player is down. Mariona Caldente. Arsenal fans will not want to see any of their players wincing, getting injured ahead of that European final coming up. How key Mariona Caldente could be in that final. A player that scored in a European final before, won the competition, of course, with Barcelona. A very fast start then to this Women's Super League game from Brighton. A side who have never actually scored a goal past Arsenal when playing at home in the league. Can they find a way past the Gunners today? If they continue playing like this way, they'll definitely have chances. Katie McCabe. Brighton pressing high, and that's something that we've come to expect from Dario Vidicic's side. Big test for Zinsberger today, and Brighton players will be keen to get plenty of shots off on her. Not really Arsenal's first choice goalkeeper. As Arsenal to defend this in ball. Catching practice for Zinsberger. 5 starts in the league for the Austrian in goal, just 1 clean sheet, 9 conceded, although 5 of those conceded on last Wednesday against Aston Villa. Arsenal struggling to play out from the back. Zinsberger forced to go long in the end. And late challenge off camera on Zinsberger, free kick for the visitors. And Arsenal needed a little moment to get their breath back. And that is a disastrous back pass, and Zinsberger gets there just in time. Wow, Arsenal nearly passing into their own net. Good hold up play from Russo. Ball looking for Caitlin Ford, who meets it. Round Bagley, steps back and fires wide. Wow. What a blistering start to this match. Brighton with a fantastic chance within the first 30 seconds. Arsenal nearly score an own goal just to go up the other end and nearly get their noses in front. What about that ball from Alessia Russo? Fantastic. Forrest-Otto missed it, and Ford initially did the hard work but just couldn't find the finish. Nikita Paris, former Arsenal player, holds it up well. Long ball up to Russo, Bergsvand manages to poke it out. Kim Little finds USA international Emily Fox. Beth Mead. Arsenal now getting into their passing rhythm. Regained their composure after that awkward start. Williamson with the ball in. Not a good one, that's cleared away. Beth Mead wins it back for Arsenal. Kim Little. Caldente now lays it off to McCabe into the path of Ford. Good delivery in, caught well by Bagley. Arsenal starting to take control after Brighton's fast start in this match, and Brighton actually had a very good start to the Women's Super League campaign. They won 4 games in the opening 6. It's not the best back pass from Bergsvan, but Bagley deals with it. Not been on the best form since then, Brighton, but still on target for their best ever placed finish in the table. Back with Leah Williamson, England captain. And Arsenal switch it out to the left. Katie McCabe. Gets the throw in. Caldente into Ford. Emily Fox just shows a little bit too much to the pressing Brighton player, but draws the foul. With Fox, made her 50th appearance for Arsenal against Lyon. Ever since joining from the NWSL, she's been a nailed-on starter for Arsenal, really consistent defender as Russo comes forward. Fox trying to get away from Nikita Paris. Williamson had spotted the run of Caldente, but too close to the Brighton goalkeeper. Alessia Russo, Arsenal's leading goal scorer. Also up there in terms of the race for the Golden Boot. She's got 12 goals, tied with Manchester City's Khadija Bunny Shaw, although Bunny Shaw might not feature in the final game of the season, so Russo's got a clear run at winning the Golden Boot. And West Ham's Shakira Martinez also on 10 goals, even though she only started playing in the WSL in January. Remarkable goal-scoring form, so Russo will want to get on the score sheet today. She'll want that individual acolyte. Hayes. Back with Bergsvan, the captain. And that pass back to Sophie Baggerly, nearly sneaks in. Corner for Arsenal. Both teams now have had a very similar situation in which the defenders overhit a pass back to the goalkeeper and nearly scored. It would be a really awkward own goal. Nervy moments from both sides in the opening stages. And Arsenal presented with an opportunity now to get the ball in the box from the corner. In it comes, met by Williamson, and then pokes it back goalwards, and it's hooked away for an Arsenal corner, an Arsenal throw-in even. Forward by Williamson, Beth Meads in space. And that's nice from Arsenal. Rousseau. Good touch. Black shirts to aim for in the penalty area. Gets it across. Bagley catches. Alessia Rousseau looking pretty sharp though in these opening stages. Seke, Japanese forward, manages to get it back to Cankovic. Jim Little wins it back, and then Nikita Paris with the foul. And she's furious because she felt she was fouled previous to that, but it will be a free kick for Arsenal. And that's the challenge that Arsenal got the free kick for. Harris playing against her former side. Only had a season at Arsenal back in 2021-22. Struggled for minutes really, only 5 starts and 1 WSL goal. But enjoying herself here at Brighton. She's featured in every league game this season for Brighton Hove. Renee Slager's giving a couple of words of instruction to Frida Mornham, yet to massively get involved in the game as Arsenal try and play through this high Brighton press. Cabe's herself in a bit of a corner here. Wins the throw in though. Arsenal's permanent manager was interim for quite a while after the sacking of Jonas Eidevall, but has earned the position on a permanent basis. Cankovic now lays it back to Fran Kirby. Curling effort, top corner. Brighton in front. And it's Fran Kirby. She loves a goal against Arsenal. Scored plenty of them for Chelsea over the years. But she gets the Seagulls in front here. 7th WSL goal for her. And a really stunning goal it was. Nothing Zinsberger could do in the Arsenal goal about that. Took a touch, curled it in, top bins. And Brighton lead Arsenal by 1-0. Well, ahead of this, Brighton had never scored in the WSL at home against Arsenal. They've never even taken a point off Arsenal in all fixtures in the WSL. Leading now. Ball comes in, cannons off the post. Arsenal nearly level almost immediately. And Brighton with the free kick, Seke drawing the foul. Take another look at that Arsenal opportunity. Ford with the delivery, Russo with the header and struck the woodwork. Brighton win a throw-in, and their goal came from that high press, which they executed really well. Arsenal look a little flustered, trying to play out from the back. Goal scorer Kirby. He played it through to Seke, who is in an offside position. She's been a good signing, Frank Kirby, for Brighton, picked up after leaving Chelsea. Has been phenomenal for many seasons in the Women's Super League for Chelsea, and showing she's still got it. Playing here at Brighton, what a finish that is. That's her 4th goal now in 6 games for Brighton in her last 6 games. When she's fit and healthy, she is a quality player. Arsenal free kick. McCabe takes it early. Jankovic into Olis Lagers. And Hayes back to Bagley. Picked up by Maisie Simons. Really nice pass forward to Thorstdottir. Brighton passing it around well until Fox wins it back. Williamson wins the header. Kim Little on the follow-up. Mead wins the free kick. Hayes a little physical in the challenge. And he will be very pleased with how his team has started, Dario Vidicic. Struggled last time they played Arsenal in the league, really were taken apart. Another free kick for Arsenal. Hayes again just a little tight on Mead. Arsenal looking a little rattled, and that's the table then as it stands. So Arsenal still in 2nd place, even if they lose today. But that would mean that on Saturday, the final day of the WSL, Manchester United, if they win, could leapfrog Arsenal to second place. Yellow card for Olis Lagers just then for this challenge on Fox. Another Arsenal free kick. And the difference between finishing second and third, well, that's actually quite important. Both teams qualify for the Champions League, but second place enters the qualification phase a little later. So you have to play fewer games to qualify for what will be the league phase next season. And Arsenal and Manchester United have both failed to get past the qualification stages before, so they know that these qualification stages to the Champions League are not easy rides. McCabe with the delivery. Free Brighton header to clear. Back in by Caldente, flicked on by Williamson and collected by Ford. McCabe now hooks in a good ball. It's all the way over. Through to Mornham though, and out for a goal kick for the home side. Just a little overhit, the ball from Katie McCabe. Referee Amy Firm will stop play for a head injury there. This is the protocol. Arsenal fans in the background just there, a little quiet, quieter than usual. Dario Vidicic's side in front. That Frank Kirby goal, the difference so far. Plenty to play. Emily Fox. Mornham plays it straight back to Hayes for Brighton. That's nice from the Seagulls. Caldente now had spotted the run of Caitlin Ford, takes it into her stride. Low ball across, intercepted well by Thorisdottir. Mead goes all the way back to Williamson. Brighton choosing as and when to put on the high press, not always opting to do that. It'd be very physically demanding. Happy at times for Arsenal to have the ball. That's a great pass. Mornham goes for goal, saved by Bagley, cleared away by Bergsvand. Arsenal creating chances. Excellent ball out from Katie McCabe. And Alessia Russo is looking for the cutback. Mornham into Ford. Ford back looking for Kim Little. Just a little too far in front of the Arsenal captain. And the Arsenal move breaks down on the edge of the penalty box. Again, Kiko Seike wins the free kick. Good play from the Japanese centre forward. Serena Wiegman, an England manager, watching on in the stands. Plenty of England players. Brighton manager, men's manager, Robin Hertzler also in there watching the women's setup. Beth Mead, Leah Williamson, of course, regulars for England. And in Brighton also have Frank Kirby, Peter Parris and Maisie Simons, of course. Recently got her first call up to the England senior setup. So plenty of English talent on view. Fox, it's a nice little move. Her ball across is too close to the goalkeeper. Ford wins the free kick for Arsenal. Into Mornham. Katie McCabe in field to Caldente. Kim Little. Nice play there. Kim Little in the penalty box, goes for goal. The angle was getting tighter and tighter, which helped the goalkeeper, but another Arsenal effort on goal. Another Sophie Bagley save. Arsenal getting closer. Rousseau into the path of Emily Fox. Beth Mead. Quick passing from Arsenal, and then the ball in from Caldente, the effort from Ford, and on the follow-up, Arsenal have an equaliser. Caitlin Ford with the goal. Mariona Caldente with the assist. Had been coming, Arsenal had been creating chance after chance. Fantastic delivery from Caldente. She's onside, Ford. And quickest to react after the save from Bagley. Sixth WSL goal this season for Caitlin Ford then. Good save initially from Bagley. And Arsenal are level. That's 4 goals now for Ford in her last 5 for Arsenal. She's in good form. Also got a goal in that 4-1 win over Lyon recently. Arsenal back on level terms then. They are the league's highest goal scorers, Arsenal, even ahead of today, with the other sides playing the game more than the Gunners. It's Arsenal's 57th WSL goal this season. Ford, goal scorer, on the ball now. Around the corner for Mornham. It's good work though from Borosdottir, but she plays it straight into the path of Fox. Beth Mead now, trying to wriggle away from danger. In from McCabe, out by Bergsvand. Arsenal with their tails up now. Frida Mornham dinks it in. Russo's there, but as is Bergsvand, and Bagley collects the cross. Half an hour played in the game full of incident. Brighton taking the lead through Frank Kirby. Stunning curling effort. Arsenal then level through Caitlin Ford. And here is Frank Kirby, the Brighton goal scorer. Through to Seke. Fabulous block from Leah Williamson. Good work rate from Ford to come back and nick the ball back into Little. Emily Fox. Diagonal pass from Williamson, cut out. Caldente, perfect little pass through to Mornham. Ford now, Arsenal's goal scorer. Kim Little's hanging back. Ford wants to go herself. Ford across goal, poked away. Caldente now. Surrounded by blue shirts, and Bergsvand clears. Only so far though. It's Kim Little, and Arsenal will keep this pressure on. Brighton struggling to get out their own defensive third in this past couple of minutes. Well cut out by Hayes. And again, Kiko Seke wins a free kick. Third free kick she's won. Battle going on between her and Katie McCabe that the referee needs to keep an eye on. McCabe just pulling her back. That is a foul. Hooks it away. Brighton continue their form of scoring in every WSL home game this season then. They do have no wins though in their last 5 home WSL games, so they're able to find the net, but they concede far too many. Throw-in, much to the annoyance of the Brighton players, who are certain that should have been a Seagulls throw. Taken quickly by McCabe. Russo has got away from a marker. Into Mead, who tried to let it run across her body. Couldn't quite find the touch with her right foot. Mornham now. Space to run into in front of the penalty box, back to Caldente, who helps it out to McCabe. That's nice into Caitlin Ford. Back to Caldente, space to shoot. She takes the opportunity. Parried behind by Bagley. Arsenal corner. Good Arsenal chance. Bagley equal to it. comes the corner. Kirby clears. And some players have stayed forward. Mornham into Mead. Now with USA international Fox. Valdente to Little. Arsenal patient in their approach play. All the Brighton players behind the ball. Caitlin Ford. In from Williamson, and that will be watched all the way by the Brighton goalkeeper. He's had quite a lot to do in the opening 37 minutes. Made a couple of good saves, claimed a couple of decent crosses. And to keep up to date with all the latest news in the world of women's football, make sure you are signed up to the official newsletter, either by clicking the link on the pinned comments or through the Barclays Women's Super League website. Hayes nearly gifting the ball back to Russo, but Brighton come forward. Kirby. It looked like she was about to shoot, and then went for the pass instead under the pressure from McCabe. Into the channel for Russo. So well, Russo, in those kind of opportunities to keep the ball, hold on to it. Emily Fox now finds Mornham. We know she can strike one from range. Into Ford, lays it across, and Russo's effort is blocked really well by Hayes. Good sliding challenge. A reminder that Arsenal have won all 13 of their WSL meetings with the Seagulls. It's played through to Russo. Very good defending from Bergson, wins it back. Clears the danger, but it's Arsenal with the ball still. McCabe sets off Caitlin Ford, the goal scorer for Arsenal. Williamson. Switched it out to this right-hand side. Moving the Brighton defenders back and forth. That's nice. Frida Mornham now goes from range and forces a really good stop from Sophie Bagley. Another good save from the Brighton goalkeeper. Of curl on that from Mornham, not enough power though to find its way past Bagley in goal. McCabe delivers to the back post, headed back across goal, but the ball was already out of play. Goal kick as we enter the final 5 minutes of this first half. Arsenal on top in terms of possession and chances, but Brighton very much still in this with the score at 1-1. breaks for Nikita Paris. One back by Cankovic. Finds Seike up against McCabe, and the ball into Paris was a good one, but Nikita Paris couldn't get the required power. Really good work from Seike. You can see the disappointment in Paris there, but now an effort from range from Kirby, who's looked very bright so far this afternoon. Brighton corner. The Brighton fans trying to urge their team on. In comes the corner, inviting cross, headed out by Mornham. And on the volley, Cankovic finds the back of the net. Brighton back in front. A thumping finish from Jelena Cankovic. And Arsenal with it all to do again. It was a really good delivery to the back post and struck so sweetly on the volley. Time after time you see players blaze efforts like that over. Cankovic did really well. Again, not really much Zinsberger could do from that. And Brighton lead Arsenal by 2-1. Zinsberger's got the physios on to knock her out with something in her eye, perhaps. Well, Arsenal have now conceded 7 WSL goals in this game and their last in total. It's not good from an Arsenal persuasion. Work to do for René Slager's side once again. Given away poorly. Seike back to Forrest-Dottir, who then follows through and fouls Katie McCabe. Maria Forrest-Dottir in the book. Two minutes of injury time at the end of the 45 then. Delivery from Mead. Move kept alive by Caldente. Derby pokes it out for a throw-in. Caldente venturing forward. Forward ball cleared by Thorisdottir. And after Arsenal level, they looked like they were on the ascendancy, but now they look a little shocked. Great pass from Kirby to find Paris. Can Brighton get a third? No, they can't, not from that opportunity anyway. The move breaks down. Forward from Fox. Hayes meets it. And with Caitlin Ford, perhaps the final opportunity in this first half for Arsenal. Ford still going into Beth Mead. To Russo, who tries to head it down for the volley. Brighton gets it away. And there's the half-time whistle then. Two brilliant Brighton goals sees them lead Arsenal by 2-1. Fran Kirby with the first goal from the Seagulls, a wonderful curling effort. Caitlin Ford then got Arsenal level, volleying in a rebound, but Brighton back in front through Jelena Chankovic's fantastic volley from a corner. And at the break, it's Brighton 2, Arsenal 1. Both sets of players out then ahead of the second half. Brighton 2, Arsenal 1, after a really pulsating first 45 minutes. Brighton have never beaten Arsenal in the WSL. At the moment they're winning. Can they see it out for their first ever win over the Gunners? Looks like they've made a change. Nadine Nordam coming on for Fran Kirby. I wonder if that's an injury issue. Arsenal get us back underway then. And the Gunners with it all to do, trailing by 2-1. Nordam off for Kirby, who scored that fantastic first half goal for Brighton. That her 5th goal against the Gunners in the Women's Super League. 4 of them coming for Chelsea and one today for Brighton. And how will that change affect Dario Vidosic's side in this second half? Kim Little. With McCabe. No changes for Arsenal at the break, same 11 that started the game. Collected by Paris. Nordam can't get a touch on it, and Arsenal back in possession. Had 75% of possession in that first half. Translate that dominance though into the required goals. That's nice from Caldente. Breaks for Paris, who tries to set away Kiko Seike. Williamson alongside her. Still going Seike, and it's a good block from the England captain. That's the threat Arsenal will face though, as they try to dominate possession and go forward. Brighton will try and catch them on the counter. And Leah Williamson did a really good job here. Mead, Hayes on her back, and Hayes does well to win it. Just runs away from Caitlin Ford, scored Arsenal's goal in the first half. Arsenal lost last time out. 5-2 to Aston Villa, but that was after that big emotional comeback in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. They've had longer to rest ahead of this one, but they're losing. Brighton get the throw in. Free kick given in the way of Arsenal. Forward from McCabe. It's nice from Rousseau, and she manages to keep the ball despite challenges flying in. René Slagers only lost 2 in the WSL since taking over. Winning 13 and drawing 1, but the side heading for back-to-back defeats as things stand. Kim Little, though, coming forward, gets the shot off. Bounces awkwardly, Mornham can't put it in. And now Brighton will try and counter. Seke can't find Paris. Caldente did just enough, but Brighton in possession with Cankovic. Score of that wondrous volley. Brighton second. A goal that's the difference currently between these sides. Sun coming out here in Crawley. And Beth Mead, Katie McCabe even will let that go out for a throw-in. Into Rousseau. Little. Mornham. Caldente. Mornham tries a little ball around the corner. And Seke collects. Waiting for Paris to make that run. That's a nice Brighton move, and the ball is now put forward looking for Nikita Paris. Out came Zinsberger. Paris got there. And that, not a great moment for Arsenal, but they survive. Really good ball to pick out Nikita Paris, and Zinsberger came out, perhaps did enough to put out Paris, but put off Paris, but a little bit awkward. Caldente shrugs off the press. Clearly, Zinsberger not comfortable under pressure, and it's through for Cankovic, who dinks it over Zinsberger, and Brighton are back, have a third. And it's Jelena Cankovic again. Arsenal fuming. They tried to play out from the back, bluffed it up, and they've been punished. Zinsberger, not Arsenal's first choice goalkeeper, lets in another one. Clearly not comfortable playing out from the back. Shankovic is onside. Catley keeping her onside, and it's a really deft finish. Her second of the game, Brighton's third. Gets the glove to it, not enough. And Arsenal's end to this Women's Super League season is crumbling around them. With a Champions League final on the horizon in May, the end of May, this is not a good look. Up to Seike, through on goal, and she finishes! Brighton have a fourth! Brilliant finish from the Japanese international. And Arsenal are falling apart. Just a forward ball in behind the Arsenal defence. McCabe thought about pulling her back, but stopped herself because she would have been sent off, and Seike finishing really well. And Brighton are putting on a show for their final home game this season. Ford. Nordam. Ford diving in, trying to get it back. Arsenal need to score 3 now just to draw. Up to Russo. Spins and shoots. Straight at Bagley. A reminder that Brighton had never scored against Arsenal at home in the WSL before this. In the 6 home games before today, they'd lost by an aggregate score of 23-0. They've got 4 goals now, and as things stand, Arsenal are still second, a point above Manchester United, but it means that on Saturday, when Arsenal and Manchester United play each other, United could leapfrog Arsenal to second place. Arsenal could have secured second place today with a win. That doesn't look likely now. And that 5-2 loss last Wednesday to Aston Villa doesn't look like an aberration anymore. Arsenal leaking goals. Forward by Williamson. The Brighton press once again, forcing Arsenal to cough up the ball. Simons. Ball is won, says the referee. Forward from Williamson. Arsenal just too easy to score against these past couple of games. Another long ball, this time Zinsberger's out and collects well. Back to Zinsberger. Out to McCabe. Gets the throw in, and McCabe and Zinsberger having a word with each other, and it didn't look like a friendly word. And Rennes Legers is going to bring the changes. Forrest Dottir. Back to Bagley in goal, and she shanks it out of play under pressure. She's made some really good stops this game, though. A key part of why Brighton are winning the way that they are at the moment. Credit to her. A last minute change as well, wasn't meant to start. Ford, good delivery. Free header from Beth Mead straight at the goalkeeper. And if Arsenal are going to get anything from this game, they need to do better from opportunities like that when they've got a free header. Great delivery from Ford, and Beth Mead caught it well, good contact, but needed to direct it away from the goalkeeper, not right at her. Here come those Arsenal changes then. 3 Arsenal changes. Beth Mead's coming off. She's replaced by Chloe Kelly on loan from Manchester City. Frida Mornham also makes way. Off comes Kim Little too. Leah Valti on for her, and Stina Blackstenius on for Mornham just now as well. And the final change, Katie McCabe off, Jenna Niswonger, signed in January. USA international is on. Forward from Zinsberger. Up to Russo. So Russo will probably, in what looks like, is going to drop into a deeper position, more of a number 10, and Stina Blackstenius will be the furthest Arsenal player forward. Arsenal with half an hour to rescue something from this game. Russo back to Williamson. Fox. Chloe Kelly, substitute with her first touches, drives in field, lays it through to Blackstenius, forced away from goal. Emily Fox. Finds Chloe Kelly. Cutback is on. She picks out Stina Blackstenius, whose header is deflected, making the save a little more comfortable for Bagley. The two substitutes combining well. Oh, and that is a shout for a penalty. That's why Chloe Kelly was screaming at the referee. It does hit the outstretched arm of Hayes. No VAR, of course, so no penalty given. Wasn't Stonewall penalty either, so we can play on. Niswonger. Not a good pass out from Zinsberger again. She looks really rattled passing out from the back. Big reason why she's lost her place as Arsenal's number 1. Daphne van Domselaar is the number 1 goalkeeper. She's struggling with an ankle injury, and they're desperate for her to regain fitness ahead of that Champions League final come 24th of May. Stina Blackstenius now with a chance to run at the Brighton defence, holds it up instead, waits for support. Emily Fox. Arsenal win it back. Brighton won a free kick. They're not going to get it. Niswonger. Her ball in headed out by Thorstottir. Loose ball collected by Fox. Williamson with the delivery, and again too close to Bagley. Nice swinger. Caldente wins it back well. Volti helps it on to Fox. Fox gets the overlapping pass. Chloe Kelly allowed to deliver. Chested back to Bagley. She's going to face a lot of shots, you feel, in the final 25 minutes or so. Arsenal shooting towards the away crowd, their own fans. Australian Steph Catley. Another Australian in Caitlin Ford. Shrugged off the ball though. Paris now into Seike. Seagulls coming forward. Paris with the header, but couldn't direct it goalwards. And Brighton really causing Arsenal problems with that high press and on the counter. Arsenal just don't know how to deal with them. Good ball in, and right idea from Paris. Into Caldente, under pressure, but she's the kind of player that can play through pressure, like she just did there. Chloe Kelly now. Fox. Kelly, that's a good ball. That's Stenius. Ball across, not a good one. It's an Arsenal corner though. Changes look to have been quite useful so far. Stenius and Kelly proving effective going forward. In comes the corner. Not a great one, and there's an Arsenal player down in the box. Now there's a Brighton player down in the box too. Referee is going to stop the play. And what happened there? Leah Williamson it is who's down holding her face. There is Williamson. She's caught in the face, but that it looks purely accidental from away. Leah Volti, Swiss midfielder, square to Kelly. A nice one, Ruben. For the score of Arsenal's only goal so far. Gets the delivery in. Bagley does well to hold on to that, even as Russo came flying into her. took well to get the delivery in, but that nick just making it a little easier for the goalkeeper. Also putting the pressure on. Dennis holds it up, back to Caldente. It's nice from Arsenal. Russo switches it out then to Emily Fox. Forward for Kelly. Her ball across, cleared by Bergsvand, the Brighton captain. Volti forward. All the Brighton players back defending. They're going to be difficult to pick apart now, especially when they've got this lead to hold on to. Real motivation. Fox comes away with it. Into Kelly. Puts in a good delivery and no Arsenal player can latch onto it. Seiko doing really well there. Off Nordam for an Arsenal throw-in. And this will really worry Renee Slagers. They let 5 in against Aston Villa on Wednesday. They've let 4 in so far against Brighton. They're playing Manchester United on Saturday in the final game of the season, and they could slip to 3rd if they're not careful. That would make their qualification into next season's Champions League a lot harder. And it's also not great with the Champions League final ahead, as Russo does really well to shake off her defender. Her ball forward, though, isn't a good one. Bergsvand intercepts and fires away from goal. Paris wins the free kick. Leah Williamson furious. "20 minutes to play." Dario Vidosic won October's WSL Manager of the Month for that great start Brighton had. 4 wins in their opening 6. Form's been up and down since then, but as things stand, they're heading for back-to-back WSL wins. Nice pass from Russo into Caitlin Ford. That's got the crowd up. Blackstenius is screaming for it. Goes all the way through to Kelly, whose shot is blocked by Hayes. Brilliant Brighton defending. Hayes clears. Out for a corner. Signed in January, Hayes from Celtic. Proving very useful this afternoon in the Seagulls' defence. Comes the delivery. Calls for Williamson. Can't get her feet right. Volti all the way back to Fox. Back with Leah Volti. Forward to Ford. Into traffic. And then gives away the free kick in her urgency to get the ball. Williamson. Runs away from Paris and carries it out of defence, but tries to do a little too much, and Jankovic with the ball in. Zinsberger caught it. Seiko was trying to latch onto it. Arsenal a little hurried as they try and get a goal back. Not as crisp as they usually look in their passing and in their play. Forward from Fox. Chloe Kelly now gets the cross in, beaten away by Hayes. No foul this time. Got to know where to go there. Has to go back to Williamson. Cross by Rousseau, header met and missed by Blackstenius. Back in by Niswonger, this time it's met and caught well by Blackstenius, but off target. And she'll be disappointed with that, Stina Blackstenius. Did better this time, but still couldn't find the target. Arsenal running out of time, approaching the final quarter of an hour. They need 3 goals if they're to rescue a point. Bergstrand pokes it away. Out to Blackstenius. This time in a crossing position rather than in the box. Back to Volti. Chloe Kelly picks out Blackstenius. Her ball across, blocked. Fox gathers. Kelly, decent delivery. Collected by Niswonger. Caldente now, urged to shoot. Instead finds Caitlin Ford. Cuts in field, goes down, wants a penalty, referee unmoved. Caldente. Ford's back up on her feet. Back with Caitlin Ford, another chance to run at the defender. This time goes to the byline, blocked, back across. The ball wriggles away from Bagley, but bright and clear. Steph Catley. Good delivery, met by Bergsvand. From range from Ford, and it's not a good one, and she's asking the referee now about that penalty. It's not going to be pulled back. Brighton making this really tough for Arsenal, and who's that? Shout for a penalty. Well, Nordam does touch the ball, and then they both collide. That would have been soft had it been given. Arsenal desperate to get a goal back, but the way things are going, hard to see them getting 3 back, and that's not good from Volti. She's got to get out of jail free card there though, and Arsenal will come forward again into the feet of Kelly. Square to Volti. Arsenal shift out to the left instead. Mariona Caldente. Ford. Flat delivery. Blackstenius brought it down, couldn't get the shot off, and Emily Fox will win that foot race with Paris. Very few players that can beat her in a sprint. Nice swinger. Ford. With the cutback, goes all the way across goal and only finds Nikita Paris. And Arsenal are getting a lot of joy in the channels, but the delivery's in, not picking out a black shirt. Forward from Paris. Cleared up by Catley. And if you want to keep up with the latest news in the world of women's football, make sure you've signed up to the official newsletter. Click the link on the pinned comment to the official Barclays WSL website as Brighton come forward again. Ball across, finds Kiko Seke in space in the box, and it's inches wide. Brighton close to a fifth, and you feel like that would have been 3 points secured if they're not already. Good Brighton move, wonderful ball across. Fox doing just enough to put off Seke. Is that Hayes that's got a bit of a nosebleed? We'll have to sort that blood out before she'll be able to continue. And what a performance this is from Dario Vidosic's side. Never taken a point off Arsenal in the league, and they're heading for all three here, having scored 4 goals. It's been an excellent performance. They, at the Emirates in the league, they were really poor. They got battered 5-0, but they've tweaked their game plan here and they've been really, really successful. Arsenal coming unstuck at the end of this league season. The title is gone. Chelsea confirmed winners last week. Perhaps Arsenal have lost the motivation. Champions League ahead, perhaps distracted by that, but this kind of form is not what they want ahead of a big European final. Nice swinger into Ford. Had to cut it back for Catley, cleared though. Bobbles up awkwardly, no problem for Emily Fox, who slides it into the feet of Blackstenius, who's wide of the goal though, and the ball across, easily gathered. Brighton heading for back-to-back wins in the league, Arsenal heading for back-to-back defeats. Jankovic, who scored 2 today, 2 really good goals. The clearance isn't great. Caldente will keep the ball alive, keep the Arsenal attack alive. Volti robbed. Paris finds Seke. They've been so potent on the attack, Brighton. She waits for reinforcements. Back with Simons. And Arsenal look a little out of ideas. Away by Catley. Off Nordam for an Arsenal throw. Dorisdottir clears before Blackstenius can make contact. The wheels coming off for Renee Slegers and her side. Williamson gives the ball straight back to Seike. Paris now, and Williamson's going to have to defend well, and she does. A really poor pass though from her, and Paris doesn't win the free kick. The referee says the ball was had, and Arsenal win the free kick there instead. Loud jeers from the Brighton home crowd. Let's look at that. And Paris is caught by Volti. If the referee saw that again, she might give that as a Brighton free kick. Caldente. Nice one at the byline. Delivery. Not in play though. He's battling on valiantly with that nosebleed. It was her that got the yellow actually, Hayes, for the foul. One back by Caldente. Now she wins the free kick. Yellow card to Nordam for chatting back to the referee. That's what that hand signal was from Amy Fern. Kelly or Niswanger to deliver for the Gunners. It is Chloe Kelly. Good looking delivery met by a Brighton player. Catley back to Fox. Caldente finds Catley again. Tries to pull it back. Still alive, but there's so many Brighton shirts there. Back in the 18-yard box. Fox with a delivery this time. Jankovic with the clearance. Back to Chloe Kelly. She hooks it towards the back post. And Catley can't get the nod across goal, out for a goal kick. Jankovic in a bit of pain. 2 goals for her today. Really good performance. Seke with Brighton's 4. And Frank Kirby off the pitch with the opener. And Arsenal had the chance to confirm second place today with a win, but looks like they won't be doing that. As things stand, Arsenal just a point above Manchester United ahead of the final day of the WSL on Saturday, where they'll face Manchester United. United can win and beat Arsenal to second place. There's Brighton goals on show just there. All really good goals from the Seagulls. 9 goals conceded by Arsenal in 2 WSL games. That is really poor. Like Brighton nick a 5th as well as Arsenal try and push forward. Arsenal have conceded 5 twice this season. Once in the league, last time out against Villa, and once in the Champions League against Bayern Munich in the group stages. As Brighton makes some changes, Jankovic off and able to continue. McLaughlin is coming on to replace her. Stefanovic also coming on. Announced today that she was leaving the club at the end of the season, getting a last home appearance then. She's on for Nikita Paris. Worked really hard all day for Brighton. Third change, Maisie Simons coming off. She's replaced by Charlize Rule. Just a 4th WSL appearance for her. And the Arsenal change, Caitlin Ford off, Victoria Pelova on. Seven minutes then at the end of the 90. Arsenal need 3 goals to snatch a point. Looking very unlikely. Arsenal in an offside position at the start of that passage of play. Nordan tries to flick it forward. Foul there by McLaughlin, pulling on the hand of Catley. Leah Williamson fires the ball forward. Wonderful touch from Niswonger. Blackstenius back to Caldente. Plenty of opportunities for Arsenal from crossing positions. They've not been able to take any yet in this second half anyway. Breaks there for Caldente, who tries a curling effort. And it goes all the way in. Arsenal have a goal back, but is it too little, too late? No celebrations from Caldente. An 8th WSL goal for the Spaniard. Rather fortunate in the way that it came back to her. Took it brilliantly though. Brighton 4, Arsenal 2. Can Arsenal do it? Can they get 2 more? Forward from Williamson. Caldente finds Russo. So many bodies in the box. Back to Volti. The effort from Chloe Kelly is blocked. Brighton punch it away. Fox with the throw. Williamson. Volti. Catley. Arsenal running out of time. Caldente running in field. Nice swanger now. Catley's cross blocked by Seike. 3 minutes of the 7 additional ones remaining. In from Caldente. People couldn't see, but Brighton clear. All a bit desperate now from Arsenal. Another cross from Caldente. The volley from Fox. Arsenal players flying down in the box. Williamson. Out again to Caldente. Her delivery finds Russo, takes it well, turns. Doesn't find the target, off a Brighton player. Arsenal corner though. Really exciting end to this game. Bit of thriller. This was really good from Russo. Brought it down brilliantly. Oh, and it's a fantastic save actually from Bagley. Goal-saving action. She's been excellent. Physio's on to look at this ankle injury of hers, but the away fans and the Arsenal players not happy. Leah Williamson, I'm sure, will be going over to make sure that additional time is put on as the seconds tick away. Look at that chance again. What about that touch from Russo? Back to goal, takes one touch to spin and then hits it goalwards. Fantastic centre forward play. Arsenal have a corner then. It will be more than 7 minutes additional time at the end of this 90, but how many more? And that's up to the discretion of the referee. Kelly delivers the outswinger. Booted away. Good touch from Kelly. Long range curling effort, strikes the crossbar. And Russo can't put it in from close range. What's she fouled there? Arsenal play on, no penalty. Desperate stuff from Brighton. Desperate defending, and the ref is going to stop here because Russo looks in some pain. Chloe Kelly with a couple of really good deliveries. Nice one it was with the effort, which struck the crossbar. Saved by Bagley. Let's take a look at what happened on the follow-up. Russo went to knock it in. It just lands awkwardly, and as Bergson falls on top of her. Would have been a first ever WSL goal for Jenna Nyswanger. Struck it very well. And was that creeping in before Bagley got a touch? Not sure. Drop ball. Williamson puts it in. And Russo sees the ball skim over her head. Faulty under pressure, nearly lays it into the path of Teke. Williamson pokes it away from McLaughlin. Forward from Fox. Great pass into Kelly. Kelly with the delivery over the head of Blackstenius. Clever that from Aoui to just let it go out for a Brighton throw-in. And there is the full-time whistle. Brighton beat Arsenal for the first time ever in the Women's Super League. A perfect performance from the Seagulls. They took the lead in the first half through Frank Kirby, a beautiful curling effort. Ford got a goal back on the volley just before half-time. Jelena Cankovic with a fantastic volley to make it Brighton 2, Arsenal 1. In the second half, Cankovic got a second, Brighton's third. Kike Seke also on the score sheet for Brighton. Mariona Caldente pulled a goal back in injury time for Arsenal, but Sophie Baggerly, the Brighton goalkeeper, made a number of really good saves. This, a bad result for Arsenal, who now have back-to-back defeats in the WSL. 5-2 they lost to Villa, now 4-2 to Brighton, and they miss out on the opportunity to secure second place today. That will go down to the final day of the season where Arsenal play Manchester United, and if United win they will leapfrog them to second place. Both are secure Champions League football, but second place is the prize. And Brighton move 3 points clear of Liverpool in the table. Full-time score here today, Brighton 4, Arsenal 2.
Thanks again to our fantastic third squad and our matchday mascots. Well, it's been a fantastic season with the team chasing a historic fifth place finish in the Barclays Women's Super League. One more game to go, that's the Albion at Aston Villa for the last game of the season on the 10th of May. We do, of course, wish the team the best of luck for that match. And a big thank you to all the players and coaching staff for their incredible performance this season. And above all, thank you to the Albion faithful who have been such great supporters throughout this season. And to show that
Penultimate game of the WSL season, and it started really brightly from a Brighton point of view. Cankovic laying the ball back to Frank Kirby, and what a curling finish that was. 5 goals she scored against Arsenal in the WSL. Now 4 ahead of this for Chelsea, this one for Brighton, and a fantastic finish set up by Cankovic. Nothing Zinsberger could do. Arsenal, though, plenty of the ball, and that possession turned into a goal when Caldente picked out Caitlin Ford. The initial effort saved by Baggerly. The follow-up, nothing the goalkeeper could do. And Arsenal were level. Caitlin Ford with a 6th WSL goal. She came in at the back post. But just before the end of the first half, a corner went wrong for Arsenal. The clearance, high and looping, thumped in by Jelena Jankovic. Brighton back in front. Struck so sweetly. Watched it all the way. Brilliant volley. And in the second half, Arsenal looked so nervy playing out from the back. Ball given away, knocked forward, and Jelena Jankovic, the coolest person in Broadfield Stadium, just chipping it over Zinsberger. Arsenal with an unforced error as they give possession away in their own defensive third. Jankovic just onside, Catlett keeping her onside, and a really smart shot and finish. Her second of the game. And as Arsenal pushed forward, they left spaces in behind. Pico Seke getting away from Katie McCabe and finishing into the top corner for Brighton's fourth. A perfect performance from the Seagulls. Excellent counter-attack. You can see that Katie McCabe thought about bringing her down, but knew she would have been sent off, so let her get away, and Seke with the finish. Arsenal then pushed. They had lots of chances, lots of crosses that were cleared. They did get a goal back in the end. Mariona Caldente, curling shot past the sprawling Bagley. Made the goal herself, intercepted it, and then scored. And after that, Arsenal had chance after chance, so many crosses. Again, the nice one coming really close. Her effort crashing off the crossbar. So it just wouldn't go in for the Gunners on a bad day. Look at the stats then. Arsenal with 25 shots. Only 12 of those on target though. Dominating the ball. But Brighton so clinical, 4 goals from their 7 shots on target. Results then from the latest round in the WSL. Liverpool 0, Everton 2. It was 2-2 in the Manchester derby. Same scoreline between Crystal Palace and Leicester. Champions Chelsea beat Spurs, and West Ham lost 3-2 to Aston Villa. And today here, Brighton and Hove Albion 4, Arsenal 2. What that result means then for the table, well, it means that Arsenal are still in second, but they've not secured second place. They have to play United on Saturday in the final game of the season. If United win, they will take second place. That's it then from our coverage here. Brilliant Brighton with a fantastic final. Home game of the season, beating Arsenal 4-2. Thanks and goodbye for now.